What's up, Ravens? My name is Wyatt McDonald. I'm here with my brother, Michael Kirby.
Yes, and we have some big stories coming your way.
Like Coach Gonzalez's historic milestone on the basketball court, a local store that is doing a great work in student business owners, and a senior dog living facility that I think sounds pretty cool.
And much more. And now what y'all have been waiting for. Let's roll that intro. Do you know Dr. Lunny?
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite teachers. She's the GOAT. She's also the Scholars Bowl coach here, so let's send it over to me for more on that. What's up, Ravens? It's Wyatt McDonald here, and today is ONW Now, where Mr. Cooper makes me put on an ugly shirt that's way too big, and I'm right outside Miss Lenny's room, and she's the coach for the Scholars Bowl team. We're going to talk about what that is, maybe talk about how their season's going, so let's get to it.
Scholars Bowl is just like competitive trivia. We sit down, and there's like 6 categories of types of trivia, usually like academic related.
It's more like school-based Jeopardy, so it's like a lot of questions from like core classes and whatnot. So like you have foreign language, math, science, like history, language arts, and then there's fine arts and then like current events. Like that's the gist of it.
Some people think that they wouldn't be good, but you never really know what you know. So you probably know some of the questions. You learn how to be confident about like with the buzzer and how to think quickly on your feet. But then it's also about collaboration. You're one person on a team of 5, and if you don't know an answer, you might be able to work with your teammates to actually like find that answer.
The Scholars Bowl team has had a great season so far, and their JV has their next meet today and their varsity next Monday. Good luck, Ravens.
I think it's like a fun, competitive environment, and I just enjoy trivia and stuff. It just feels like you're doing like Jeopardy and that type of deal. There's a fair amount of camaraderie, and like we're pretty cooperative and stuff, but we're also like competitive with each other. Like, and then there's also just like the banter. We make fun of each other and stuff. It's a good time.
It's really fun, and if you're interested, you should definitely join it, even if you don't know. Even if you don't think you'll be good, it's really fun.
Well, I think we got a pretty good look at what the Scholars Bowl team is, how their season be going. I know I learned some things. Scholars Bowl looks like a blast. Thank you, Miss Lenny. It was awesome. See you later, Ravens.
Wow, that's awesome.
Thank you again, Miss Lenny, and happy late birthday to you.
Wyatt, have you ever ridden on a USD school bus before?
I actually have. My favorite part is always the bus driver.
Well, Olathe bus riders have been experiencing some extreme difficulty as we come back from winter break. As new blackout days are coming into effect, let's pass it over to David Manning for more on that.
What's up, Ravens? I'm David Manning, here to talk about the Olathe Schools bus blackouts. Now, you might be wondering, what are the blackouts? Well, let's get right to it.
The Olathe bus blackouts, which began earlier this January, means that some bus routes will not have service for certain days of the week. While the district calls it a necessary step, some people don't see it that way.
I think for a lot of families that are leaving for work, when the bus doesn't show up, the kids will just be stuck at home. Lower and middle income families will be impacted by this because they will have a harder time adjusting their schedules. They have fewer options available to them. I wish the district would have sought out some alternative ideas.
These changes mostly affect elementary and middle schools, but also affect Olathe East and Olathe North routes.
It seems as though the solution they selected is yielding to the cheapest vendor they could find for buses.
Head on over to olatheschools.org to learn more. This has been David Manning. Now back to the desk.
Wow, you know what they say, try and learn something new every day. I think I did that today.
Alrighty, Wyatt, do you like dogs or cats?
Dogs, 100%. It's not even really a question for me. Dogs definitely the move.
Well, this story might be for you. Lauren Stout went over and checked out a local place that does senior dog rescue. Let's send it over to Lauren for more on the story.
What's up, Raven Nation? I'm Lauren Stout, and right now we are right in front of Imagine Forever Ranch. Let's take a look inside and see what this company has in store for senior dogs.
I'm the adoption coordinator, and I've been here from the beginning. We provide a place for homeless senior dogs to come when their owners can no longer take care of them. And then after that, we hope to get them into foster homes or get them adopted into forever homes.
There are many things that make the ranch different from other rescue shelters.
Todd Mitchell and Kat Lassick They both had senior dogs, and they saw what it took to care for the senior dogs, and they wondered what happens with senior dogs that don't have people like that to care for them. We all had a heart for senior dogs.
Behind the operations, there are two animal-loving individuals.
The main thing is the facility itself, the fact that we don't have our animals in cages. You can see that it's an open concept, and they just lay around on dog beds and the couches.
The ranch does so much for the community, so even you can make an impact by volunteering.
We are 100% volunteer ran. We have volunteers that come in and love dogs, so they get plenty of love throughout the day. There's all kinds of things to do. Take the dogs for walks, plus just come in and lay on the couch and love with the dogs.
If you are interested in volunteering, head to imagineforeverranch.org and follow the volunteer link.
We want this to be a place that when you walk in the door, you feel peace and you want to come back.
This has been Lauren Stout. Now back to the desk.
Was it everything you hoped for, Wyatt?
100%. You know what my mom's been on my back about?
What, Wyatt?
Getting organized.
Well, that works out perfect because this month is Organized Month. Let's take it over to Cameron Owsley to see how fellow Ravens stay organized.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Cameron Owsley, and it's the month of January, so that means we're staying organized. I took it to students and teachers around the school to help stay organized.
Being organized as a student is one of the most important things that you can do. Comes right next to time management. And I think that being organized is kind of a domino effect for other things that can come from it if you're not organized. I would say, as far as tips go, one of the main things I could say for organization is a planner of some sort. So if you keep it on your phone, you have a digital planner, a calendar, making sure that you're organized, you know when you have to be somewhere, when something is due, when you're supposed to meet with a group. It's easy in the moment to be like, oh, I'll remember that. And then you just don't because your day piles up and there's so many things. So find a planner, find a way to do it either digitally or take it old school and get a paper planner. Sometimes writing things out is you're using different parts of your brain and you're writing things down and then you're circling it and you can go back to it and you can read it and then you can remember it and highlight different things, different colors to stay organized.
Man, I'm going to need on that, so maybe my mom will get off my back.
Our Raven winter sports are in full effect. They are on fire, unlike your love life.
Hey now, that was cold, Michael. That's not wrong. Let's turn over to Drew the Italian Style Sheets and Nathan Ragland for game day.
What's up, Ravens? It's time for the best part of the show, game day.
We had a topsy-turvy weekend of sports. Let's see what happened.
The biggest basketball game of the year took place in the K7 border war as the Ravens took on those gross, disgusting Olathe West Owls.
The girls started off the night right by taking the win 52-45. Jillian Huckabee led the way with 26 points.
The boys hoped to continue that success against their bitter rival, but sadly fell just a little bit short 66-57 to the undefeated Owls. Ellison Blanding dropped 15, Isaiah Cole dropped 16 for the Ravens.
On a more positive note, Coach Gonzalez accomplished a great feat in gaining his 200th career win. Let's take it to Adam Donner to hear more about it.
What's up, Ravens? I'm Adam Donner, and right here, right now, we're witnessing history in the making as Coach Gonzalez picked up his 200th win last Friday night against the Olathe East Hawks.
It's pretty special. I really didn't get into coaching for, to have milestones like that. I got into coaching to work with kids and get them better in the game of basketball and the game of life.
Not only has Coach Gonzalez enjoyed being the head basketball coach here at Northwest, he's also enjoyed being a teacher here too.
I've coached different places, different type of kids, but at the end of the day, kids are the same, especially when it comes to sports. They just want to play, they just want to work hard, they want to get better, they want to win. So, really it hadn't been that much of a change from other places I've been in that regard.
As Northwest approaches the midway point of this season, Coach Gonzalez outlines his goals for the rest of this year.
I'm finding out the Sunflower League is hard. It's tough. Every game is a battle. So we're just trying to take, I know it sounds like coach speak, but we're really just trying to take one game at a time, 1 week at a time, and just trying to get ourselves prepared and be the best team we can be by mid-February, end of February, and have fun along the way. And our seniors got 6 seniors, and before you know it, it's going to be February, and their season's going to be almost over. So I just want them to embrace it and to cherish it and to just really value every game they play.
Congrats, Coach. Here's the 200 more.
The fun didn't stop there as the boys wrestlers traveled down to Capon Mount Carmel dual tournament in Wichita.
The boys finished third and went 4-1 on the day. Great job, boys.
The girls wrestlers also traveled to Wichita and had a very successful out. Chloe Harris finished first, Val Gallen took second, Megan Vasquez finished third, Cameron West and Haley Arthur took fourth, Emily Keller taking seventh, and finally Annika Taylor finishing eighth.
Our Ravens bowler got their season started off right last week and got the big sweep on the day. Cam Carlstead shot at .299. The boys varsity won with a series score of 26-77. The girls won with a score of 21-58. Skylar Holmes won the day for the girls with a series score of 6-58.
Cam Carlstead had a record-breaking game with a score of .299, tying the men's single-game scoring record. Let's take it over to my guy Drew for more on the story.
Raven Nation, if y'all haven't heard by now, our very own Raven, Cameron Carlstead, is a record breaker. He broke the men's bowling record for highest score in a single game. Let's see what Cam's got to say about this record-breaking feat.
It's a pretty good start to the season. It's hard to start it any better. First game of the whole season. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that because, you know, I feel like I got something to do.
Cameron was only 1 point away from bowling a perfect score of a 300, which is achieved by bowling 12 strikes in a row in a traditional game. Cameron, however, bowled a .299, which is the start of 11 consecutive strikes and a failed to strike on your final ball at the 10th frame. This feat was very impressive from Cameron and is very rare in the game of bowling.
It's pretty exciting, but it's a little bittersweet because, you know, just .299 is just 1 pin away from the perfect game. I've had 2 before, but none in the school season. So, you know, job's not finished. Hoping to pick it back up in one of the 9 meets left.
As Cam mentioned, the boys bowling team has 9 more meets left to go, so the season's far from over. Cam and the rest of the boys have lots of things to work towards, and Cameron explains here what his personal goals for the rest of the season are.
I'm hoping to keep around a 215 average, something like that, and then, you know, that 300 is still there. I still got something.
For ONW Now, this has been Drew Sheets. Make sure to keep on cheering on our bowlers as they continue to try to make some more history. Now let's send it back on over to the show.
What a great accomplishment for Cam. Congrats on that one.
Now we wrap it up game day with a coach of our own winning Kansas 6A Girls Tennis Coach of the Year. Drew Smith won this award for the 2nd consecutive season after leading the Raven girls tennis team to a 3rd place finish. Let's send it off to the man himself, Weston Wurzberger, for the scoop.
For the 2nd year in a row, Coach Smith has been named the Kansas 6A Girls Tennis Coach of the Year after leading the Lady Ravens to a 3rd place finish. Coach Smith explained how this season has been memorable and what his players and assistants have meant to him during his tenure at ONW.
It was cool. I don't know. It's a testament to the team. We have a fantastic group of girls, most of whom were back from last year to this year. We improved on our best, season in school history, and maybe had the best season in Olathe girls tennis history. So it feels good to be recognized.
Tennis players Hannah Carney and Piper Privet told me how they found out about Coach Smith winning the award again and what he has meant to them and to this team.
I thought it was pretty shocking. Just because I think it's really rare that a coach can win 2 years in a row, especially because our tennis program has kind of blown up over the past 2 years with a lot of good freshmen coming in, and he's obviously done a lot to help the team, and it's just really happy and exciting for the program.
I thought it was really exciting that he won again, especially because I feel like that doesn't happen very often. And I think it just reflects how good he is of a coach, and I definitely think he deserves the recognition for that because he's helped us work together as a team really well and made high school season really fun.
I think that he brings a new kind of spirit and hype to the team. He really tries to bring everyone together and make sure that it's really cohesive and everyone's doing their part to contribute and that everyone gets along.
With only losing 2 of the 6 state qualifiers for next season, the Lady Ravens have high hopes for next season as they are expected to finish in 2nd place behind Shawnee Mission East. This has been Weston Wurzberger for a Raven Game Day.
Congrats, Coach Smith, on this award. Now let's go get a 3rd one next year.
That's all we got for game day today. Make sure to cheer on our boys basketball team as they head out to Liberty for a tournament.
The Raven Bowlers also compete today, so let's wish them the best of luck.
I'm Nathan Ragland.
And I'm Drew Sheets. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Nathan and Drew.
Man, I really need some new clothes.
Have you heard of Junk Drawer?
I haven't. What's that?
It's a store in downtown Olathe that sells clothes and jewelry. Let's send it to no one other than me for more on Junk Drawer. Welcome back, Ravens. My name's Michael Kirby, and right now I'm in front of Junk Drawer Boutique and Studio, where they have wonderful local handmade crafts and essentials. Let's go take a look inside.
This is my mom. My mom and I have this together. She has had some form of a shop, 20 plus years.
Now we know how long the business has been open. Let's hear some of people's favorite merchandise.
We obviously are a shop in downtown Olathe. We have this house, and we're getting ready to transform another house across the street. 3 floors, jewelry, clothes.
What I've purchased the most of lately was local made pickles and jellies and jams and little fun coffee mugs.
Wow, those sound like some good favorites. Let's hear about what they think about local business owners using Junk Drawer for a career stepping stone.
So you can just base this off kind of what we have, but probably 75% of what we carry is handmade. Lots of local artists in Kansas, Olathe. We also get stuff from other, Missouri surrounding areas.
I knew during the day where face masks were mandatory for a lot of places, and a lot of people did not want to wear those paper disposable ones. I know that there was an Olathe high school student, I'm not sure remember what location, but she was making face masks and she was selling them out of here.
Junk Drawer sounds like a really cool place. You should go stop by. They are at South Cherry Street in downtown Olathe. This has been Michael Kirby. Now back to me and Wyatt.
That gum looks pretty sweet. I better go check it out right after school. Well, our show is coming to a close.
Well, we are saddened to say goodbye. This has been a fun show.
Well, hey, be sure to tune in to ONW Now for the rest of this week. This has been Wyatt McDonald.
Michael Kirby.
Signing off. See you later, Ravens.